the Corps of Cadets, the world-famous 12th man, Lady Reveille, and from early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas A&M's offense takes the field for the first time today. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Give to the running back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Back to throw, it's Henderson. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. So Georgia's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. This crowd rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Buys a little time. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're working that left side. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. And they're going to head out the line up for a field goal. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Into the pile, maybe got 1. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. They're trying to get to him. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The Aggies will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. Second down coming up. Using his legs, it's Etienne. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. He wants to throw. That's reeled in, it's Bell. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Here comes the offense on second down. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted.
Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over first and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to...
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking up the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I think it is.
Going up top on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
Third down coming up.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the...
Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But they cover the ground and make the pick. A lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Feeling some heat. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with the field goal, we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll put the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Personal foul. Unnecessary run. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll throw it on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to take off, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Bunch formation for these receivers. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Got it set up on the outside. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. He's going to pass. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening, to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Looking for a man. It's Henderson. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. The hand to the running back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
How about that job after the catch on a critical 3rd down? He's able to make people miss. He's able to use his speed. Ball was thrown out in front of him so he could advance it, and all of a sudden, this offense set up 1st and goal.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. 3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Bring it out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Dogs! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Wisconsin is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. Not Bucky's finest day at the office. They're trailing by 17 to Stanford. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Spits it out to the back. With the catch, it's Owens. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. The quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the defense doing work. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Man, you should go over the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then they'll talk a little trash to the offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Complete to start this drive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Firing to the right, complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Allen.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Using the quick game. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Release to the back. Got his man in stride. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
Momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. The defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll leave it with him. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Leaves it with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking for a gap. It's Etienne.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks, flush it down the toilet, refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get